about to scan and help my cat. Let's see here, share screen. So I actually scanned the gastrointestinal system, system chooser, digestive, right? All of these have been scanned for my cat. And let's see, so it found inflammation in the stomach. Let's see, what is this thing? Okay, that's the stomach also. Stomach, and this is, okay, so it's all stomach. Stomach. Okay. Okay, pyloric channel. All right, so I think, let's see. Okay, and there's some inflammation in here as well. That's trachea. So click here and then select this region. Scan it and see why there's 5s here. Adjust all, virtual model. Okay, so it's not picking up a specific pathogen with high value. It's picking up strep, but it's not. We get a test. So supposedly it's there, weakening, right? But we can also put more dots here. Let's see, I actually have a program that will put dots, more dots. So we found the 6, right? The black square is a 6. Click inside. No, so I was hoping that it will find more strep, but the value is higher, so it's not likely there. So there's something else that's irritating. Maybe an allergy. We can look at allergies actually here. Cholesterol, so synthetics. So I don't know. But anyway, so let's go. My focus is GI, right? Gastrointestinal digestive system. So, right, so there's pretty severe inflammation here. I can put more dots here. Scan. Okay, so let's enclose this area. Just primarily the black and brown. Scan. So 4.2, so there's an issue here. I'll get back to that. There's an issue with the graph. The graph needs to be close together. Especially red shouldn't be above the blue. Okay, so now let's see what's inside of this area. Glycerinum chemical, interesting. Let me research that later. I'm going to add it to report. Mark and add to report. And bilirubin. Okay, so let me see. Let's do a Vigeto test on this. Weakening. Okay, interesting. So glycerinum. Glycerinum. Interesting. I don't know what it is. All right, so select these two databases. H. pylori is it's a very low number, so that means it's very high probability. So gastritis, right? So it's been going on for a while. It's got a 3 here. Save to epicrisis. Now, how do you kill this guy? So you select this and do reprinter multiple times. And you first invert it, because anything negative you normally invert. Right click this button and play. I'm gonna do it 5 times, but I'm gonna pause recording so that you don't have to watch it 5 times. Okay, this is 1. I'm doing 2. Okay, so we did, I think 6 times I actually did. So inversions, let's exit that. Let's invert the disease too, actually. Select the disease, reprinter, invert, play. All right. Okay, let's do some killing now. So you select the bacteria and you kill it this way. Now you have to find it with your mouse, right? So let's find it here and maybe here as well. So you go inside, it puts a circle here. So you click, go inside, you put more dots. Right? Evaluate. Now you do metatherapy. Destruction is by default selected. So you're changing from light numbers to dark numbers because you want to kill it. You want to compare how much damage you did? Yes, I say no. Now this software doesn't automatically update the picture, so you have to do a trick. Click this magnifying glass and then get out, and then select results of influence. And you normally select the last entry, but you have to pay attention to bacterial analysis number 1. You have to match it to number 1. So the last entry matching the number of analysis, right? Now the picture is updated, right? So you can do it several times, hoping to get more 4, 5, and 6s, right? Again, the same process. Select the last entry, and again, kill. All right, one more time. The cat is relaxing downstairs, by the way. He's not here because I'm using his nail, right? All right, got a few fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fives. Seems like it's not doing anything. So let's compare. So we started bacteria. So we did two analyses, right? Bacteria 1 and 2. So let's compare the first methatherapy. Let's do a check mark here and highlight here. You have to compare these two lines. Weakening by 64%. Next one by 72. So 64 and 72 is 8 more percent. 2 more percent. 2 more percent. Nothing, right? So 76% overall damage, right? Compared to the original picture. We're comparing left to right. And you can click this worsening and those points that gotten worse begin flashing, right? Okay, let's get out. Let's go up. It'll show you the picture before, right? Before we started any therapy. Now, this is the picture of the stomach. To see the analysis, you have to click the microscope again. And this is number 2, right? Same thing, right? So we're just trying to kill bacteria in a couple places. So I click this button and then I have F6 mapped to this auto clicker. I can show you the auto clicker in a second. So put more dots because each dot is supposed to be a bullet in the body of the bacteria, right? So you put more dots. F6 again to stop clicking, scan the points. Actually, I want to put a couple points here. Okay, now the auto clicking software, where's that? This is the auto clicking software. Gosh, where is that? Right here. So it clicks every 50 milliseconds. It's called Merge Auto Clicker by Merge. They have a couple auto clickers, but this is the easiest one. So every 50 milliseconds it will click, and I assigned F6 as the keyboard shortcut. And that's it, you know. So you just press F6 and it'll start clicking. Hide to system tray. So I press F6. It changes the cursor to red. I don't know if it's recording the red cursor, but the cursor is red, and the same button to stop it. That's it. Now we can do the same thing, methatherapy to kill. Moon is selected, so it'll kill, right? And I'll do it 6 times or more. Well, maybe less actually. Actually, I want to do one little experiment. So I'm gonna scan one more point and do killing a little later. So it's dying quicker than the other one, right? So you got fives, much more fives on the first session, right? Okay, so now we have bacterial analysis 2. That's the one we want to select, right? And repeat this metatherapy. Now I can move this cursor here and start killing from this place if I want to, right? And move it again here and here. And then just let it go, kind of. No, I want to do it one more time. Again, select the last one, matching the bacterial analysis number. Number 2, right? All right. Now, actually, I forgot to mention one thing. You want to always finish bacterial analysis killing with the red line above the blue line, if you can. Okay, so no. So you have to update the picture again. Right here, the red line is kind of above the blue. So maybe that's where we'll leave it, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna go up. Remember, up will show the previous picture. You see, that's how it was, you know, healthier state. Now I wanna do one more analysis. So right now we have, you see nidus, shows nidus, that means there's a selection. If I click this is the graph of the whole organ. This is the graph of the nidus, right? Those are different, you know, nidus is a selection. So, but they also call nidus those little points, right? So it's a selection or a point. Now, okay, so let's go here. And I'm gonna do one more bacterial analysis here, maybe. See, it's not scanning as clean as before, right? So let's do more points here. Scan, right? That's fine. Now let's do some healing, right? So go switch to microscope and do, let's see, pyloric atrium, wall of duodenum. I think this is more inflamed. So actually you can zoom in here even, right? And you can put more points here. It automatically added some points like this and this. I can scan them, right? So pretty inflamed, you know? This microscope switches the view, right? So I want to go and drill inside. It's all pyloric antrum. Okay, so let's go inside. Now you will see even more inflammation here, and if specifically if you select this area, scan. H. pylori shows an ulcer actually. So let's invert the ulcer. Invert, play. Maybe let's invert it again. Okay, now let's actually do smart filter now. It's going to check all these categories with a letter and mark those that are applicable the most. Interesting, vagus nerve. So those are organo preparations. I lost the connection for some reason. All right. Let's see here. H. pylori, we know that. Interesting that it left all this actually, even though the numbers are high. So even E. coli a little bit, right? But you can kill it because it's 2.2. It has to be below 1.2. So this you can. So these are what? Allopathy, right? Let's see some homeopathy. So let's test this. You can do Vegeto test to see how it's helping. So it's helping quite a lot, it seems. 86%. So I'm going to imprint that. 86% left to right. So it's wonderful, actually. So chamomilla, right? Reprinter, you select reprint, and you don't invert anything good. So you just send it straight. We're sending it through the black box to the nail. One more time. Okay, now what else? Phytotherapy. Aloe, right? Aloe is a pretty good plant, so let's test it. Now that's good, I can tell right away. 75%. That's pretty good. So let's save it. For the future, this and this actually we can save it. You can view it here as homeopathy and phytotherapy, right? These categories, and those are allergens, pathology, and microorganisms. These are nutraceutical. Let's test that. Oh, wow. That's terrible. So it didn't do anything. Strengthening by 2%. So you don't want that. Now I'm looking for interesting food. Bananas, but cats don't eat bananas, so I don't trust this. But chicken is best. So chicken, beer, unfiltered beer. That's cool. Okay, so let's see. This is lithotherapy, which is crystal therapy. Let's see. I think this will be really good. I think. Yeah. So 84%. So let's say my internet keeps cutting out. So annoying. Okay, so garnet. I'm imprinting garnet. You don't invert because it's good. So you first imprint it, and then I'm going to actually do lithotherapy. Okay, so we imprinted the frequency of garnet. Right now I'm going to select it and actually click this button to apply it in a different way. So direct crystal healing, right? So the other therapy was kind of more like homeopathy. So it shows you in real time, right, that there's changes happening, positive changes. Sure, let's check compare. It's probably quite a bit. 82% strengthening reaction, right? Decreasing nidus of defeat. That's an ugly way of saying that, but I think the number of black squares is reduced by 78%. Now here you have to actually exit and then click the garnet lithotherapy. Okay, so now we have this selection right here, so let's do metazode. Metazode is a way of sending frequencies to an area. So select. Excuse me. So somehow that didn't work. Interesting. That's weird. Normally it works. Okay, forget about it. Okay, so let's do one more garnet. So you clear this, and then you go to lithotherapy, adjust all, auto model, garnet at the top, lithotherapy, and just play it. I can move this cursor here. And keep moving it. And then you can pause and get out. Say no, exit, and then garnet, lithotherapy, right? Again. Now let's do regular methatherapy. Now we did methatherapy. So this graph is showing the nidus. So I want to see the graph of the whole picture. So I click on this, and it shows the graph. It's much better than the graph of the nidus, right? You see? But it's still not very clean. We want the red below the green line, the blue line. So let's keep going. Now I left one bacterial research untouched. So I'm hoping that after a few therapies, we're basically changing the terrain, right? So we're improving the terrain, and by terrain, I'm saying the pyloric antrum, right? So we're doing some healing, and when we improve the terrain, the bacteria is not going to feel as welcome in that region. So I think it'll be even easier to kill it the third time around, right? So let's keep going. I think we need a couple times. So every time you do a therapy, the blue and red lines flip. You will see it in a second. No. So watch the graph flip again. Yeah, so it's not 100% clean, but it's much better than before. Now, I can go down and do some healing below levels. I should have done it even before, right? But I think it goes to the previous level and heals it if you do the top level. I don't know how true this is, but normally you want to start at the very bottom, right? So the graph is still not very good. I mean, it's pretty decent, but it's not 100%. So, and here you have some variations. At 4.2, it's sticking out here. And at 4.9. Let's see. So let's do a couple corrections here too. No. So is the graph better? Not terribly better. Let's do one more time. Okay, now this is better. So there's some sticking over here, but overall, let's leave it alone. See, this is how it was before. Let's keep going. This is pretty neat. Here, let's go up. Okay, so we have to heal this part, right? So let's do some. Let's see if Metazode will work this time. So if we select this area and Metazode, now it's working. This is fine, right? So you don't ever invert Metazode. So just play it, and it's sending the right energy into that area automatically. Now let's do test standard. Let's do we get a test on Garnet. 40%. Let's do it. Get the cursor into where the inflammation is the most. To me, this is too quick. I think this is too optimistic, but we'll let it go. You know, it's like cleaning it up really, really well. But again, we should pay attention more to the graph, not to the symbols. Let's say no, exit, and update. Now, which one? What did we just do? We did lithotherapy, right? So this is the graph of the nidus. If you uncheck it, oh, shucks, actually. Yeah, so this is the graph of the whole stomach, right? So not too bad, right? Blue is above red. They follow relatively closely. Now, if I do one more therapy, it will flip, and red will be above blue. So you can't do one. You have to do two more, right? So let's see. We can probably do two partial therapies, right? I'm going to move the cursor into the where more inflammation is happening, right? So I don't have to waste energy, right? Now, once it covered that area, it's not going to go over that again unless you pause, no, update the picture. And this is metatherapy, right? Now the red is above blue, so it flipped, and now we have to flip it again. So let's do one more metatherapy. Get the cursor to where we want. So nidus are much better now. The points. I want to cover this area as much as possible. All right. No, update the picture. Metatherapy. Now the graph is looking good. right? So, but I want to get this one covered as well. Actually, I want to put more points here. You can do it after therapy, actually. Scan. Right now, actually, what we can do is we can see what's inside. Why is it not healing? So there's some problem here. So let's do a round here, actually. This is something we didn't cover. Glands of stomach. That's 3 levels below stomach level. So notice so far we only worked on the stomach, and it's been probably, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour. Update the picture. Graph is still messed up. Let's keep going. Interesting, that's not taking care of this part. So we can look inside what's in that part. Kind of going deeper and deeper, right? So this is mitochondria. High number E. coli, so that can be ignored, I think. But H. pylori is a much higher number because we did some killing, we did some healing. So normally you would do methatherapy here. Let's do, but at the mitochondrial level, it doesn't change it as fast. So say no. There's 2 more levels below mitochondria. You can go to RNA, mitochondrial RNA, and you can even go inside of RNA for proteins, right? There's 4 proteins here, right? You can do some correction on proteins. Right? Now, I remember picture is not updated, so this way you cannot go inside to update. You have to go up and then inside and then click this button to update. That's kind of tricky process. Now we can do one more. No, go up one more time, click inside, and then update the picture. Now the graph is much better, right? All right, go up. Now you can do this level. No, see, you cannot update the picture, so you have to go up and then inside, and now you can update the picture. So still, now the red is above blue. You don't want to leave it like that, so you want to do one more therapy. No, go up, up, and let's get out of here. Let's put a little bit more dots here. More dots, more energy is sent to that region. Scan. Let's see, those are black, so lysosomes. Can heal those too. Just a little bit. All right, let's go up, up. Okay, so let's do lithotherapy on this one first. Again, garnet at number 2, so that's likely matching the most. Let's apply that. Again, this is me working on my cat who is downstairs relaxing, but has been vomiting for the last couple of days. So I'm suspecting it's something to do with his digestion, and I found H. pylori bacteria and stomach inflammation, so hoping that once I do this, it'll help. Stop the vomiting, obviously. I also worked on his liver a couple of days ago, but seems like that wasn't enough to stop vomiting. Wait a second. So I think this is, let's see, let's go back. This was the wrong. This is, we have to select this one, I think. No, let's see. Huh, interesting. Let's just keep moving. It's tricky because I had another section like that, so it's not easy to wait a second, did we just do methatherapy? Oh, we did lithotherapy, that's why. Okay, sorry about that. Now we can do methatherapy. A bit tedious, but it's worth it. Don't want to see how much changes it. Okay, so select the last one. Okay, so it's pretty clean, but let's go around the bad areas kind of here. All right, pause. No. Last one. This is fine. It's much better. Oh, we can do a little bit more. So let's do clean this 3 up. She didn't clean it up. Let's have to go one more round. Is enough? And the graph is pretty clean. This is how it looks now. Watch how it looked before. All over the place. So we did a good cleanup here. And this thing, let's see. Actually, so this is how it looks now. So let's leave it alone. I'm kind of tired. Let's keep moving. So this one, there's nothing that, let's see, did I do anything here? No. So let's do some cleanup here. Just methatherapy. So we're doing cleanup at every level, essentially. Cleanup is energy healing. Notice how I move the Windows Start taskbar away. I just dragged it here, so otherwise it's covering part of the screen, right? Okay, no update. Graph is better, but we gotta go more. Drag it to the places where there is more inflammation. Keep dragging it around. Now pause it and do a next round. One more round. Maybe the last round at this level. That's enough. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, here, let's see, what's the graph looking? The graph is good. Now let's do the third bacterial killing. Let's see how quickly it dies. So this is number 3, right? Let's do some methatherapy, moon, and kill. Expect it to die much quicker now, and it seems that it does. Got 6s and 5s. So it's not feeling well. The bacteria is not feeling well at all. Now, which one am I selecting? Bacterial analysis number 3. Find number 3. This is number 3. Right? So it's already pretty messed up. Let's do one more round. Now, so we did 2 bacterial killings, then we did some healing, and then time passed since, right? So both killing and healing made the very last round much more successful, right? So let's do one more. Let's do some killing here. And the very last time. Okay, so this is bacterial numbers, this number 3. Let's actually check how much damage we did. So we started, gotta go up actually. Find the original scan right here. Check it with the checkbox, then find the metatherapy. Now, so weakening 47%, but it's pretty much dead now. Pretty much dead. Looking at this picture, right? Increasing 90s of defeat by 100%. So you will see 100% here if you have black squares, right? So I think we're done actually. So go up, it will show previous picture, right? This is the stomach. Let's look overall. So this is the back wall of the stomach. Let's do a little bit of work here. So put more. Let's do lithotherapy on this region. Just right here. Lithotherapy. I was actually looking at to see if vomiting is a symptom for ulcers. So yes, it is listed as one of them. Okay, so let's do methatherapy now. So we did the posterior, now we're doing anterior. So one of them is front, one of them is back. Right, I think this is the front actually. Of the stomach, obviously. Okay, we did the picture again. So the graph, there's more red at the top, so I want to flip it one more time. And I think I'm going to be done for today. Or not. All right, so now the blue is above, but I want to get rid of this black one. So we have to go 2 more times. This is 1. And then red is above, so we have to flip it. Let's do 1 more time. So I'm just going to go, this is the problem area, just go here. Looks pretty darn clean. Look at the graph. Pretty much red is below the blue and they follow close each other. Neither are clean, so let's see what the catalog shows. So there's some issue here, but I think kind of tired. Want to finish for today. So this is not good, right? Let's see. So this should show H. pylori again. Okay, but at a higher number, right? So autoimmune gastritis, interesting. So let's reverse that. Now, is this the same area which we worked on generally? Let's see. Pyloric channel. Yeah, that's the same thing. It's the same thing. So it's just we're looking at the older picture, I would think, right? So, but let's send some, let's do a metazode. Okay, and let's do just regular methatherapy at this region. All right, let's see. Gotta flip the graph. The nail is pretty old. It's like 1 year old, so I need to get some more fresher nail. Yeah, it's kind of not the best way to do it. I think it should still send good energy. So let's do 2 more therapies. And 1 more. All right. Yeah, the graph is wrong. It shows this region, so you have to unclick it. Okay. Okay, it goes. This is the old picture. Okay, never mind. Pancreas. I worked on his intestines. Actually, let's see what's intestine showing. Okay, irritable colon syndrome. Small bowel. Small bowel. Enteritis. But it's high number. Yeah, just this bacteriosis, I think. Cat food is junk. Human food is junk. It's all junk, you know? Plus all the pollution. Hard to stay healthy. Okay. No, update the picture. So, okay, now it's confusing. Which one is it? Let's do the last one. Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Let's do one therapy overall on the column intestines, right? Okay, 1 more. Good enough. All right. So there's some E. coli, but it's not a high number or more, not significant enough, I think. Yeah, not significant enough. We can do just one therapy here on the gallbladder, just in case. I've done pancreas and liver the other day, and now this is... Okay, I have to flip the graph. So this time we did quite a bit of work on the stomach and just a little bit on the intestines and gallbladder, right? That's it. That's enough, I think. All right, so I'm gonna stop the share. Thanks for your attention. Actually might work on myself for a little bit. I got a headache. So maybe I should keep the recording, but I can make another one.